This is when the clubs, top clubs in general, not just Chelsea, think about the next season. But what we can say is that something is already clear. Some player will go on loan. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, we touch a bit on Chelsea, on what's going on internally, but especially for the next season, for the next summer. What's the plan? Which players could leave Chelsea in the summer after many additions in January? What's going to happen? What's the idea? Let's jump into it together. And so, guys, discussing about Chelsea, we know how special was the January transfer window with many players joining the club, but it also created probably a problem because the results are not excellent. Graham Potter is having problems, and so maybe it takes time to see all these players having good performances together as a squad, as a team. But what's next for the summer transfer window? Of course, now it's too early to predict the whole plan of Chelsea. It's still February, and this kind of plans are always made like end of April, beginning of May. This is when the clubs, top clubs in general, not just Chelsea, think about the next season. But what we can say is that something is already clear. Some player will go on loan, some player will go and leave Chelsea on a permanent transfer. For example, Pierre Aubameyang will leave Chelsea in the summer. This is the expectation. They had an offer from LAFC, but as of now, the player is not convinced. Let's see if he will change his mind, but at the moment the situation is pretty clear. Aubameyang is out of the future project at Chelsea. Also important to mention that Hakim Ziyech was almost a new Paris Saint-Germain player in the January transfer window. The deal was almost done on deadline day, and then it collapsed. So what's the idea right now is for Chelsea to protect the player until the end of the season, but then in June, July, to give the player the opportunity to go and to try something new, as they wanted to do in January. So Aubameyang expected to leave, same for Hakim Ziyech. Also Christian Pulisic, according to my information, Chelsea were open to letting go in January, but what happened is that the deal didn't happen. The deal was not completed because Christian Pulisic had an injury, and so this is why it was not possible to proceed with any solution for the American winger in the summer. It's a possibility for him to leave. It will depend on the proposals. We know Chelsea always wanted around 40 million euros to let Pulisic leave, with a lot of interest around Europe, but this money is needed to see Pulisic leaving the club. Conor Gallagher is one to watch for sure. We know the situation of Mason Mount on the contract. There are still conversations ongoing with Mount, with Kanté, but we have to see what Chelsea will decide with these players in the conversations. For Conor Gallagher, Chelsea received the bid from Everton in the final days of the January transfer window, £40 million plus add-ons, but the player said no. Chelsea could be open to let Gallagher leave in case they will receive a very big proposal in the summer. So let's see what kind of bids will arrive, but Gallagher is another player to watch in case the player would be keen on leaving, because the player side is always to be considered. And then players to go on loan. We know about Andrei Santos, but also other players could leave the club with this kind of formula. So on loan, David Fofana will have a possibility to go and play as a starter. So it's an idea of the club to send Fofana on loan. They had proposals from Galatasaray, they had proposals from Nice, but the player was not keen on Galatasaray, and for Nice it was Chelsea to decide and to keep the player, I think, in the summer. Fofana will go, same for Gabriel Slonina. He's now with the squad, but the expectation is for him in the summer to have an opportunity to play regularly, and so this is the idea. But let's follow all the steps with some players to go on loan and some players already almost sure that they will not be part of Chelsea project next season. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all this strategy. Which players you want out of Chelsea project, which players you would keep at Chelsea. I wait for your opinion here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell. As always, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. With Fabrizio.